Everybody happy and ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Hello, everyone. Cartographers Guild here. I am Josh.
I'm Drea.
I'm Leah.
Hi, I'm Brad.
Nice. And welcome to part 4 of our Assassin's Creed Origins. Let's play. So, let's play.
Let's play.
There's a reason I called you and said I needed caffeine.
It's okay, Drea.
They're everywhere. A pestilence.
Luca.
Luca, come on. Hi. Hi, Luca.
He did it. Now, why don't you
Hi.
pay him a visit?
Hi, Steak Doggy.
We'll have something on
How's
you.
it going?
Make the visit.
And this is after I told Daddy I don't think you're as licky as you used to be.
No, she's totally as lucky as she used to be. No
Alright.
change.
Yesterday when we were down here,
Right,
she was licking
stop.
his elbow.
Stop. Yeah, but she only did it like a couple
Ah,
times.
there's Silver. Hi, Silver.
Hi, Silver.
Hi.
So now that Silver's here, I brought us a snack.
Ooh, a snack.
I was at Trader Joe's, and I saw turkey stuffing and seasoned kettle chips. All the flavors of Thanksgiving in each potato chip.
So it's like a leftover sandwich.
I don't know, man.
Pretty
And
sure I
Silver
saw that on Willy Wonka.
Silver
Doesn't
goes,
end well.
Pooh's getting his beard back.
Slowly but surely.
Oh, dude, I was getting lunch somewhere the other day, and the bartender brought me out my drink, and he had this like luxurious beard, and I was like, "How long did about as long as yours?"
Uh-huh.
And I was like, "How long
Used
did
to
it
be.
Just leaving that on purpose." And I said, "How long did it take you to grow that?" And he went, "About 6 months." And I went, "Oh."
Yep. It's going to take about that long.
Luca, go away. You're not getting Thanksgiving chips, so do the
Okay.
honors.
Prepare yourself for a bad crinkle.
Prepare yourselves, viewers. Endure it.
Good lord.
Oh, I picked a tough one.
That's what we
There.
There you go. Alright, spell it first.
They smell like potato chips.
Really?
Ah,
I can
bugger
smell
all.
some sage in there.
Yeah, those are definitely potato chips.
Yep.
Silver says, personally, I prefer Pooh with a short beard, but I understand the need for cool beard accessories.
Yeah, I mean, how am I going to wear my beard beads?
You never
That's-
wore them anyway.
But I liked having the option.
I mean, I will admit that I like your beard a little shorter than where you had it. But, you know, obviously I'm not the one you have to impress. How do we do?
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Well, it tastes a lot stronger than they smell.
They taste like something, but I'm not convinced that it's an entire turkey dinner.
Well, it definitely tastes like onion.
There's a ton of sage in there. And I love sage, so I'm kind of happy with this. Sage always reminds me of Thanksgiving.
So,
Like, people don't tend to cook with sage that much unless they're making turkey. Have you noticed that?
well, I mean, it's an herb that goes better with poultry. I like to stuff chickens with it. Yeah, I can taste the sage. I can definitely taste the whatever the fake onion flavor
Oh,
they're
you're
using
full of
is.
horseshit, sir.
Yeah, definitely not accurately advertised, though.
Where's the sausage? I'm used to having sausage in my stuffing.
Who makes
Where's-
sausage? Who makes sausage with stuffing?
What?
I don't.
Where's the
Oh,
oyster
my mother
stuffing?
used to.
Okay.
What's the Stefan? Now I have to think about it. I don't think the Stefanovic is...
Ah, that sword went through his
Maybe they
head.
do.
Firm kill.
Sometimes I'll dice up the giblets and put it in the stuffing.
Ooh.
Legendary sword.
giblets.
Sleep on hit.
What was that, Josh? What?
I got a sword that does sleep on hit.
It should be called, like, Good Night or something.
I wonder how that works.
Sweet Dreams. Whack.
Sleep on hit. Tags 10% chance to put enemies to sleep. I guess that means that I can instantly assassinate them? I don't know.
Coup de grace, baby.
At least they gets him out of combat for a little while.
Yep.
10%'s not bad.
That seems dumb though.
Oh, show me our ability points. Show me. All our skills and business. Oh, you have one. So what do we got? Wow, we've come quite a bit through this, huh?
Well, working on it. I mean,
What's over there? Yeah, show me some cool stuff.
Okay, so we got sleep darts. We've had those fire bombs. We've had those smoke screens.
This is gonna shatter in horrible ways when
Prices.
I'm trying to get it.
Yep.
Let's see here. Assassination loot. Which we had. Let's see here. Hunter's instinct. I think we had that already too. Bow Fury. Yeah, I get a 3-second window of slow mo when I stealth kill something.
Nice.
Chain assassination. That one's the best.
Nice.
Steel arrest. We already had that. Our retriever.
For some reason, I thought you said shame assassination. I was like, what's that?
Hi, Ham.
Hey, dude. And we just need one more.
What's Pyromaniac do? What?
Just increases damage, fire damage. I don't know if I want these.
Ooh, that one looks good.
If I can remember to do it, yeah.
Anything that gets you XP. Oh, the overpower. That's the
Okay.
special skill thing.
It's a special attack, yeah.
Oh, Josh.
Yep.
This has nothing to do with the game, but I was just doing homework, so it's in my brain.
Okay.
I got very good feedback on my fake TED Talk essay.
Oh, nice.
Silver goes, comatose blade.
Seriously.
Hand goes, tryptofang. Tryptofang.
Triptofang. That's perfect.
That's awesome.
It's fantastic.
Ham, you're the man. You always come up with the good ones.
It's a turkey leg.
He's good for puns.
It's a sharpened turkey leg.
But I don't know if I told. We had to do a structured memoir.
Right, now we get to finally kill
and
this guy.
So we could pick any type
only
of
been put off
structured
for a
essay.
week.
So I chose hermit crab.
Okay.
Do you know what a hermit crab essay is? A hermit crab essay is an essay that takes the form of something else. So it can look like a memo or a letter, or
okay.
it can look like any writing structure. But the
Why
sneaky
call it
thing,
an essay then?
because of the way, because it's still written a certain way.
All right.
It's still written as if you're writing an essay. Well, we're talking memoir essays, not academic essays.
I don't know a lot about those.
Yeah. This is for my creative nonfiction class.
Mm-hmm.
But so I did a hermit crab essay and set it up as if it were a fake TED Talk. And so the course description and the biography are where I hid all the information. And what did I... So the fake TED Talk was sarcasm, thick thighs, and resting bitch face, making it work for you.
By the way, viewers, we did a sound check at the beginning of this, so I guess Josh was concerned about the levels. Let us know if our sound is good, bad, needs adjusting. Whatever.
Celery. There are notes of celery.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
better at this than me.
I keep finding new flavors every time I eat a different one, but I still don't know what any of it is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a lot of stuff in stuffing. So, for our viewers, where are we in this game?
We're assassinating that guy who left us in the desert for dead.
Oh, that
a week
jerk.
ago.
The scarab. Taharqa? Was that his name?
Yeah, I think so. Don't matter, he's dead now.
Well, it's not dead yet.
That'll be soon.
Gonna be. You're right, there's celery in there. Now that you said it, I can taste it. Maybe a little too much. I want another sage chip. Come on, sage chip.
Now that I've said something, you'll never be able to not taste the celery.
Damn it, Drea.
Sorry. Celery is one of those weird things that if you want to, infest something with its flavor.
Oh, we're about to...
Oh.
Sorry, he's saying a thing.
Yeah.
How did I miss that?
No, we're still killing mooks. Go ahead. Quick.
Well, because I've had foods that had too much celery salt in them, and it's weird and wrong.
Yeah. Alright, here we go.
I hope your kid's in here. Was that not him?
Oh, that was him.
There we go.
We're loaded. There we go.
Just needed a minute. We're losing our feather?
So, this is how a dream dies. I could have built something to last an age.
And Goopa could have sung stories of your accomplishments.
There are things I regret. We all labor for higher powers. We are all enthralled to greater forces. There is no escape. I am but one in the Order of Ancients. This victory will bring you no peace.
It is not peace that I seek. It is not for my soul that I walk this path.
The Order of Ancients will remember me as the bringer of waters and the builder of cities.
Oh, the desert will blow in and scatter the dream of Metropolis like dust.
I like the new style of...
Psychic vampirism.
Yeah. Ham goes, the man soon to be formerly known as Taharqua. That's him. Now he did. Glad his kid wasn't around. Time to go!
Kid's gonna run in like right now.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Mother! I'll cut you down like you did my father! I thought you were a friend! I hate you!
Take care of him. Try to make him understand if you can.
You have brought blood and death to my
Actually, technically, he did that.
You are blind. But now you must open your eyes. Your husband was a scarab. He did this. Your father was tortured and scarred by this man, as were so many others.
No!
It is up to you to raise your boy into the light, out of the blood and shadows of his father's legacy.
That went better than it could have gone.
I'm sorry, my son.
Oh, we're getting flipped back to modern day.
What?
Good news, Layla.
Yep.
Her.
ISDA has finished sequencing. You can sync with their memories
Oh.
now. They're pretty fragmented, but you should be able to dip in for
Oh, that's what I haven't done at all.
I guess we're gonna get one of these sequences every time we kill a major guy.
Probably.
Weird.
Silver goes, I must have missed something. Why is our target switched to the Order of the Ancients? Are they the Templars? Yes, it's always been the Order of the Ancients. They're not called the Templars yet.
Yeah, this is Origins. This is before we
They've
have
always
our-
been called the Order of the Ancients in this game. Wow, Egyptian women could loan money, operate barges, serve as priests, initiate legal suits. They owned vineyards, ships, businesses, etc., slaves, and chattel.
Quite a progressive system they have back there. The Aegean coast.
It's Greece, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Just like the Battle of Salamis, Captain. I have you trapped.
Here comes Themistocles. And that is the game. Hamodo! Coxidas, why are we delivering all this treasure? We could retire to Lesbos with this amount of gold. What say you, desert rats?
If that chest doesn't make it to Bombay, this ship won't either. Crawl through Hades to deliver it if we have to.
Okay.
Enough.
Back to work, you slack black horse! Domestis! My trusted shield boy, get to it, huh?
Couldn't we kill Damascus?
To drive Pompey! To save a queen! And to win a kingdom! The usual fare for us mercenaries, huh?
Oh, is this where we start the naval warfare stuff?
Seems like it. So she's delivering this money to somebody for Cleopatra?
Yeah.
To bribe someone, yeah.
Well, they're gonna try and rip her off.
Hibbin,
Strikers!
Ham goes, there are 2 pieces on that board? Apparently that's how you play chess in ancient Greece.
It's probably not actually chess, guys.
I'm sure it's not chess.
No.
Galley speed, easy pace!
Oh, I'm just dumb.
Speed
There
on,
we go.
steady now! Rocks and rubble ahead!
I'm not blind. I see the scaries.
Your third voyage! Already you bark like a commander.
I enjoy watching Spittle get
You know what we're not going to have in this one, though?
What?
Let's not be
Sea
thrown into
shanties.
the sea. That's
No.
no death. You're such a hero. It's me.
A real hero could swim to save
Yeah,
himself.
apparently they've made
I
this.
see them.
They've made a
Not
trip
be
3
stuck in
times
scupper
together,
for nothing.
so I don't think he's going to turn on us.
Oh, Silver's like, that shield boy's gonna betray us. Maybe not.
He does. He ain't going to last long.
I don't think that guy's gonna.
Sails on the horizon. There. Those colors are not from Rome. What messes these bucks?
Yeah, they might have been setting up sore loser to be the one to betray.
Order of ancients, no doubt.
What business do they have with Pompey?
Pompey's armies will give Cleopatra the throne. They mean to prevent the alliance before it happens.
Wow,
Must
they're
hurry.
speedy. They clearly had somewhere to get to plot-wise.
Silence, please. The air is already choked with smoke. The seas will steam near the volcano. We should keep our distance. We don't want to burn.
Is that
Hint, hint.
Bethlehem? She hasn't burst for hundreds of years.
Wouldn't surprise me if she burst.
Ready ourselves!
Hi, Comics.
What's up, dude?
He says, do pirate stuff.
That's what we're doing. Battle speed!
Silver. Hashtag R.
No, I can't leave the celery now either.
Here, let me see them. So these are Thanksgiving stuffing chips from Trader Joe's, apparently. Turkey and stuffing seasoning. You better give me some more details than that.
You don't have to.
Onion powder, yeast extract, rice flour, cane sugar, molasses. Natural flavor, thanks.
Ow.
Black pepper, some other kind of yeast, blah blah blah. Celery, parsley, sage, and thyme.
The rosemary. Sad.
I can't have it all.
Really? Who? Where?
Helmut says you should steal a boat. I don't think we get to do that.
At least not yet. We just started this segment, so they're going to introduce us to all the mechanics first.
I wish you hadn't said anything about the celery, Drea.
We were commenting on what we tasted.
I know, I'm not blaming you. I'm just lamenting.
Really? Sure sounds like you're.
Nope, just lamenting. Oh, jerks. Don't shoot fire arrows at us. Ramming speed. Black. Fire bombs, press triangle.
I did.
Although, like, I don't taste the other things they said were on here, like parsley. No.
I can never taste parsley. I don't know, it's just like, and it's green.
Goodbye.
I also don't really notice the thyme.
No, I don't taste that either.
Like, I noticed the sage earlier, and now all I can taste is celery and salt.
Yeah, looks like I've hurt them enough that they want me to ram into them, so I'm gonna!
Silver suggests to put a barrier ship between yourselves and the other ships, although this is the last ship, I think.
It's the last one currently attacking us.
They'll die like the dogs they are!
See ya!
What are the dogs doing out on the water?
Oh.
Get
Dying.
those dogs out of there!
Doggy paddle, I don't know.
Pompey is a needed ally, and no mean generals. We didn't sail all this way just to offend him with insults.
I am who I am. I do not change for king or queen. I left my wife to keep behind receive reason. No one's sane except
Huh.
I accept you. We accept you. Alala!
these hungry nauta is enough acceptance for me. It's hard to say goodbye to those who don't accept us. But it's also the only way.
Is it?
A lot of talk about acceptance here.
Appointed place up there.
That all sounded like blah blah blah. I don't change for nobody. How about you?
Yeah, basically.
Blah blah blah. I'm set in my ways.
Well,
Always
but
hated that argument.
the full argument was most people don't get me, but my crew does.
Good for you.
Well, the other thing though is that most people who say, "Well, I'm set in my ways," that follows after, "Well, I'd change if I could." And he was just like,
At least
"I
Danny
don't
owns it.
change for anyone." I left my wife and kids because I was like this.
Whatever, do what I want.
Except for real and not Courtney just feeling like she wants to get her way. Silver agrees. Most people don't get me, but my crew does.
There, I see him. Pump yourself north.
Don't rush. There may be patrol.
Yeah, Aya, don't rush.
Are you ordering me away from a fight?
Steady shit. Of course. Need to die protecting a Roman, especially one being for his own protection. You really should join this trial. You'd fit right in.
You're not here.
Firebombs ready! Hold for them!
That's the most creative curse I've heard in a while.
What a Hades shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna keep eating these because they're in front of me, but I don't really want to.
Not all the experiments work out.
Asshole!
Well, at least it's not like those awful Euro potato chips that they had.
That was so sad. I
That
want
Lay's
to
had a couple years ago. Oh, they were so bad though.
Oh, Josh, do you even want to try these things since we've been complaining about them back here?
No, he gets to try them.
You're only complaining about the celery.
That's all I can taste now. I'll pass them up to him then. Fire arrows! Say goodbye to your sails!
Hold on to it.
Actually, here,
I
let me go.
win!
Josh, let me go forth and fetch you a little bowl.
Oh.
So that you can snack easily
Oh, gee, thanks.
whilst controlling the things.
Glad I didn't thought of.
I care, damn it.
Did you just get a counter prompt?
Yeah, you get a counter pro if you successfully defend. I know.
A counter prompt? I missed that.
Like they shoot arrows at you, and then you get to counter arrow.
Oh.
I don't know how or why that would work, but sure.
Well fought. Now let's find this Metro Coites.
I'm liking all the Greek. That's fun.
Face to face, people. Don't worry, Aya. I'll be on my best.
That's not saying much. I can
I'll
already
be good,
tell.
I swear!
Civil war in Egypt, the mercenary trireme comes to my aid. In the midst of war with Caesar, I find it odd. Who in Hades are you?
We could have let you die.
Pompeius Magnus. Greetings and
Pompey the
friendship
Great.
from Queen Cleopatra.
Part of the triumvirate.
Mm-hmm.
Cleopatra offers gold to win my favor once I've won Rome. Is that what friendship means to your queen?
In case anybody's wondering, there's a puppy down here.
Whose face graces that coin? Do Roman women receive the same honor? An alliance with Cleopatra is a union of true power. She wants more than an ally.
valuable friendship indeed.
Yeah, look.
Agreed. My fleet will soon be ready for Egypt.
That's good, because your fleet wasn't ready to protect you. Oh, snap.
I think it's pretty badass.
Yes.
Meanwhile, what?
The modern Alexandria library. The current library in Alexandria has a copy of all the web pages on every website on the internet since it started in '96.
Wow.
Now, are those like hard copies?
I don't know.
Because that would be funny.
I don't think so.
I brought Oreos.
Oh, well.
Thank you, dear.
Oh,
God.
darn.
We'll have to eat Oreos now.
All right, Thanksgiving dinner.
Well, if Josh doesn't like them, we should just throw the rest out. Or else they'll just sit down here gathering dust.
I mean, I'll eat them. I didn't dislike them. I just didn't know what to make
They
of
just
them.
taste like stuffing. That's all.
I didn't even get stuffing. It's such a weird mix of flavors.
And we're back here.
The thing you missed was we got the guy on our side. He was a little hesitant at first, and we're like, "She's a queen. You should be a king and be buddies."
Hint, hint. I will take one apple pie Oreo, please. Thank you, sir.
Who's the guy? Pompeii?
Mm-hmm.
I thought this city was Pompeii.
I don't know how to pronounce him. He was one of the triumvirate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Pompey the Great.
Pompey Magnus.
Okay.
I get the feeling that this won't be the 50-50 partnership like Jacob and Evie and Syndicate.
No.
Probably not.
Oh, Leah. I love this. So at some point I acquired a camel.
Uh-huh. The sacred camel is so revered that legend has it, if killed, a war would break out in its honor. Nice.
Yeah, it's true.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
The camel's name, Bashish, is referred to the Bashish War, which, when you like break it down to its most simple whatever, started over someone killing a camel.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It was a feud that started because one person killed a camel, and then, blood feud, incited blood feud, and it went on for 40 years.
Yeah, it went on for 40 years, and apparently in Afghanistan and I think Iran, it said, there are sayings that there are morphisms that have to do with referencing the war and how vendetta is a bad idea.
Well, there you go. Don't kill any camels. No eye for an eye stuff. Or else 40 years later, everything sucks.
The 11th commandment. Thou shalt not kill thy neighbor's camel.
People in the Middle East are fond of doing things for 40 years.
What?
What's going on over here?
But wasn't it a bad joke for the audience?
Bandit attack.
Him goes, don't try vendettas at home, kids.
Yep.
Silver, cool history lessons, right here on the Cartographers Guild.
Oh, that was easy. Wait. It's not over yet. Oh.
Ow.
It's over now.
You think?
I did the special attack. It's over now. That's how that works. Hello, horsey. Yeah, you fuckers are welcome.
They sound so grateful, too.
I know.
So after Silver's cool history lessons quip, Ham goes, "They'll map your way through time."
Let's do the time warp again.
Here, I love you.
The great Sphinx.
Come on, where's the treasure? It's in there somewhere. Aha! Is there another one? Nah, underneath. Of course.
Yeesh, yeesh. Mm.
The eagle can find underground treasure?
Oh yeah, you don't find anything.
Senu is all-powerful.
No kidding.
Just some impressive eyes.
Nothing escapes Senu's sight.
Whoop.
Yes?
Hey, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, I thought there was something up here.
What's up?
A surprise.
Mm-hmm.
What's the surprise?
Well, Josh's new video game.
Well, we've had it for a couple of weeks.
Oh.
Also, I can't see, buddy.
Yeah. You make a
Thanks.
terrible window.
Time to find the hyena. Must speak to Meren, Volador's contact. He is a merchant somewhere in this marketplace.
Wouldn't happen to be this guy, huh?
Somewhere. Where can I
Somewhere,
find him?
2 steps. Ah!
Welcome to Maret's wares, traveler. Well, what do you think?
Junk?
Be off then.
I haven't finished.
Are you blind? I've nothing left to show you.
But you've much to tell me about the hyena.
Ah, funny. As it turns out, that happens to be the most expensive.
No
thing I
kidding.
Funny indeed.
want. Delivery upon payment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sure.
How much money do we have?
Barter with me?
Here, you are sad.
And yet clothes cost 10,000. What the
Now
heck?
what can you tell me?
Yeah, we regularly find 200 just lying around.
It's not her.
Oh, her.
Easy. A poor attempt at humor, I'm afraid.
Where can I find
That was
that?
weird.
The name
Oh.
is
Oh.
Talisman. A favor. Some customers of mine took my horse after a dispute. Their camp lies in a quarry just south of here. Take my man, retrieve my horse, and I'll give you what you came for.
How you find yourself in the Volador's company escapes me.
Wow, we paid him and we have to go get
Yep.
his stupid horse?
Yep.
What a yo-yo.
All these things are true.
Thomas goes, he's got bedroom eyes for the salesman. I guess
Kinda
those are
did.
probably just his normal eyes.
Yeah, Bayek's just kind of a sultry guy.
Would that all men took lessons from him.
Yeah, well, not all of us get to have his figure.
Yeah.
Work harder.
Ah. No.
Or at all.
I will never be anything other than a string being. I had a cousin who had a very similar build to me, and he worked really hard. He's like, yep,
Oh, really?
I'm still charitably called wiry. I'm like, alright, good to know.
Yeah. I need to work out. If I did, I would be a tank.
Yes.
You would be.
True.
You're already kind of a tank.
I suppose that's true.
You'd just be more of one.
Yeah, but, you know. Nobody fears me now that the power of the beard is gone.
Nobody feared you because of the beard. Did they fear him because of the beard?
He looks more intimidating because of the beard.
Oh. I don't think Josh is intimidating at all, but
Well, no, you've known me for 20 years.
that's true. I mean, to me, you're, my best friend and furniture when the situation calls for it. So.
Yep.
Ham goes tank with more horsepower. There you go.
Come on, there's stuff to see. There we go. Yoink, yoink.
I think there's another one to the right, Josh.
Oh, there's one right there. Oh, there's another treasure in here somewhere.
And preface this
there was another one. Up. Right. Down. Left a little. It was like around that.
What? No, there's nothing. Unless you're talking about a person.
Yeah, I was talking about a person.
Okay.
I think you got it.
I don't see anybody else now. Oh, excuse me.
I'm gonna preface this with, I love you, and I think you're handsome.
Uh-oh.
But hey, you work out more. Maybe you'll get me to stop talking about Jason Momoa.
No.
You might. You never know.
That would take several years.
Like a dedicated
people
personal
as
trainer.
the bird?
You can harass people as the bird. Like, you can order the bird to attack somebody in particular, plus the bird will just harass people on its own.
Yeah, it was doing that a couple fights ago where a guy was just like waving his sword at the bird instead of attacking Josh.
Yeah, that was an upgrade I got. Let's see here. I have a turbo. That does a lot of damage.
Why is she licking the...
What?
The dog is licking the stand for the microphone. Luca, really?
Probably because it's cold.
She's looking around where people might have touched it, so maybe that's why.
She's really weird.
Oh, doggy.
And kinda dumb.
I've decided the reason she's panting all the time is because of all that hot air.
I'm gonna give away my position.
Oh, right, we have helpers, apparently.
I'm gonna give away my position.
We don't need helpers.
I'm terrible.
We might have come here when we were actually appropriately leveled instead of 6 above.
Ham goes, as Luca, these beats were delicious.
Fat beats on the mic.
Fat beats on the mic.
But a friend of mine posted an article about how I guess Jason Momoa is in talks for the Crow reboot.
Is he a little too bulky for that?
I'm afraid this one's getting by me.
The movie The Crow?
Never saw it.
Instant silence.
That shouldn't surprise me anymore.
Really shouldn't.
Anyway.
Continue.
Last movie Brandon Lee was in? It's the one that he
got shot.
killed,
Yeah. I have heard of it. I have
well, at least we're there. At least we've managed to get that far. Okay. Anyway, apparently he's signing on for the reboot. I think if they base it more like the story was in the comics, he will not be too bulky for that.
This is Khal Drogo, right?
Yep.
Okay. Or Aquaman, apparently.
Yeah.
Why are you running in here?
Because they're dumb.
So I guess the Justice League movie comes out this week, and I'm...
Oh, what?
Has anybody seen the Thor movie, by the way?
No.
Not yet, but it's
sadly
supposed to be
not.
great.
Yeah,
Really?
my family says it's supposed to be
Oh,
really
man. Well, we need to get out and see it fast, because apparently they're pulling it out of theaters to make room for Justice League or some such nonsense.
Seems stupid.
I agree.
good. Well, yeah, I'm down to see it whenever I really want to.
I'm not particularly excited about Justice League. I hope it's good. I don't know if it
Yeah,
will be.
Come on, yo.
I have mixed feelings about it, because I want to see Wonder Woman.
I want to see Aquaman.
And, I want to see Aquaman.
No, seriously, like, I'm really interested to see what he brings to the performance, because Aquaman...
Oh, so am I.
Not like that. I mean, also like that, but like...
Well, he also looks like he's going to make Aquaman cool, which is something that needs to happen more often.
Like, his style of handsomeness is a little more yours than, like, appeals to you than me. Not that he's not a handsome man, but I'm tall, dark, and, ass-kicky is not necessarily my thing. But, she's like, why not? Oh.
How are we friends?
For lots of reasons, dear.
You don't go after the same guys?
That might be part of it.
Yeah.
It helps.
But, no, Aquaman's always been just kind of lame and weird. And, like, the closest they got to cool I thought for Aquaman was the Justice League animated series.
Yeah.
Is that where he has like a claw hand?
Yeah, he's the king of Atlantis, and he's totally badass. And you do not screw with him. Like, I thought that rendition of him was great, but of course, whenever people think of Aquaman, they think of the awful 70s Justice Friends, whatever, that it was terrible. Ham goes, so, Jason will be playing Diver Josh before he shaved his beard? Yes!
No? Well, okay, yeah. Yeah, because I
honestly, that's kind of how I thought of him when I saw him in the Aquaman role. I was like, well, there you go.
Oh, why didn't he catch fire?
Why didn't he catch fire?
What are you doing, dog?
Meanwhile, I've been playing a lot of
right.
Minecraft for the last couple days, so my brain is doing my best to parse all this into 8-bit blocks, and it is failing so hard.
Yeah, don't do that.
I can't help it. Like, for me, Minecraft is one of those games like a puzzle game, like Tetris or the Bubble Bobble, like Bust-A-Move. Like, when you play those games enough and you shut your eyes and you still see it happening.
Mm-hmm.
Minecraft is kind of like that for me. Like, I play enough Minecraft and I just start to see it everywhere for a little while. But no, this does not parse even a tiny little bit, so my brain is kind of...
No, damn it. I had a chain set up, and it disappeared.
Yeah, I was telling Josh that I was impressed that you left the house while the server was up.
I brought the server down.
Silver goes, did he just climb the torch? Ouch.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
I've decided that he
Silver,
just like...
you are not totally tall, dark, and ass-kicky. You're not even...
None of those things.
Yeah, you're not even one of those things. No, technically she's tall. She's above... No, wait.
No.
She is average female height. You are not one of those things.
I mean, we love you, but...
Those are not your strengths, dear. It's okay. They're not my... I mean, technically tall is a little, but, like... None of those are my strengths either.
Okay, there's a treasure around here.
I'm short and feisty.
Yeah, nothing wrong with feisty.
Didn't I find
You can say that.
Where's the last treasure?
Besides, you can't be dark. I'm not dark. Pay attention.
I mean, since when does Silver ever claim anything true about herself?
No, she's just like...
You can get away from my
I'm gonna be
bad
this
dog.
thing that's cool now. By the way, I'm Batman.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna kill me.
Wow.
Don't kill me, Silver.
What are you doing?
Me?
She doesn't know.
No, the dog.
I don't know. What'd she do?
She's trying to get to stuff underneath the seat, and who knows what she's doing now.
She gave up. This place just keeps going.
There's more loot behind you.
Is there?
I saw an arrow. There.
That's
Oh, that's one of the
there's
treasures.
but there's a little thing over here. Maybe I can... There we go.
I knew it. Silver. Hey, I am Batman. Okay, dear.
Sure.
You fit none of the criteria.
No, she's a detective, sort of.
Is that everything?
Yeah, loot. How much money
You
do
missed-
we have?
I think
you
you
never
missed
answered
one.
that question.
Josh,
What?
I think you missed one.
Do I? Do I care?
You might.
Ah,
Yay.
glad I went back for 4 drachma.
Oh, shut
How
up.
many drachma do we have? Josh.
Ugh, I don't know.
It doesn't tell you?
Maybe it's under
Not here.
inventory.
Apparently a lot.
I don't know.
14,200.
Oh, there you
Anyway, moving on.
I just wanted to know how insanely easy it was to pay off that idiot we're getting his horse back for,
Paying
alright?
him off, yes, but equipment is really stupidly expensive in this game. Remember, to level up like any of my legendary gear costs like 6,000.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
I just wanted to know how trivial the payoff was.
It was pretty trivial.
Yeah, payoff is
Okay,
trivial.
That's all I wanted.
That's what you got.
Ham. A, not enough drachma. The answer
Yeah.
is not enough.
It needs more shekels.
Ah, it's the horse. I was like,
Okay,
what else
horse.
do we need out here?
This must be Meret's horse.
Excuse me.
Tell me his custom.
Oh, Tetris.
Your fault.
Oh, yeah, it is my fault. He neglected to tell me they were bandits. Bayek just said. Yeah, this guy's kind of a douche. Am I the only one that ever has that problem with Tetris or puzzle games?
No. When you
Like
play them too much and you see it when you close your eyes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing. I
totally
used to
have
play
that-
Tetris all the time, and that kept happening, and I stopped playing.
I mean, we get the arrows flowing down if you're playing Metronomicon, so.
Yeah.
If I play a game too long, I have dreams in the style or setting of that game.
That's a very Drea thing to do.
I didn't for a long time, but like in the past year, it has happened more often.
Like if I were to play Tetris for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours.
Well, yeah, you douche.
He told us to take his boys and go. Of course they were armed.
I thought you said it was yours.
You douche canoe. You just made us go steal a horse?
My word is my word. But I've one more.
This is where you punch him in the face.
Your games.
All right. The hyena lives in a cavern just over those hills. Day and night she roams the desert collecting silica, precious teardrops of the gods. What has happened to those who have interfered is best left unsaid.
Yeah, we did know she was obsessed with silica.
It won't be my words that hit your ears.
1,000 promises. I have no reason to defy you. Don't die out there.
Can we just take the horse?
Probably. Yep. See it.
Hey! That's my horse!
You can't steal something already stolen.
Nice. Yes. That was
beautiful.
Good job, programmers. Applause for you.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
See, normally I'd be lecturing you, but I'm like, no.
Yeah, that guy was
Take
a
the
jerk.
horse. That guy was a jerk. So does this become like one of our horses now, or is
No.
this just like, ah, it should be
No,
it should be Merritt's horse.
We have to pay money to get actual horses.
Well, I don't know where that camel came from. I didn't buy it.
Should have been
Is
an
it a
achievement.
quest reward?
Might have been.
Tomix, what would you give this game as a rating out of 10 so far?
So far? Kind of hate rating games. I
like doing it at the end, but
Well,
mean,
so
so
far I'd
far
definitely
it's
give it an
pretty
8.
good.
Could be argued into a 9.
yeah, I think that sounds about right. I mean, especially like if we're comparing it. Is that compared to other Assassin's Creed games or overall? Because like I'm thinking,
This
Assassin's
is definitely
Creed
one of
games.
the better Assassin's Creed games.
I would absolutely
by far.
agree with that. Plot-wise, obviously gameplay-wise. There's no excuse gameplay-wise for it not to be improved.
Yeah.
Because as the generations of the game keep,
And I
they've
mean-
had lots of time to refine their business here.
In the beginning, I was like, these controls, what the hell? But they let you change the controls, so.
Oh, good. You did do a lot of complaining about that. Yeah, but I mean, like, I like the story. I really like the story so far. It seems pretty seamless. Like even the beginning with Jacob and Evie, whom I liked, and I'm not bashing that game really. The characters were one note, but I'm not bashing it.
But the other thing about that game is that like when they take off from whatever town they're in, like none of that ever mattered again.
Yeah, and that
None
was
of
a
it
real
ever mattered
problem from
again.
the beginning.
That was really weird. We spent
The
most
entire
of the game
yeah.
wondering when that was going to catch up with them.
Yeah, when are we going to see this mentor or hear from him or get a lecture or something?
Yeah, or at least have a letter arrive in the mail and have some sort of confrontation with Green about, what do you mean you weren't even sent here?
Yeah, something. No, they really dropped the ball on that, and especially by the end of that game, I felt like there was a lot of stuff where they dropped the ball or where stuff happened and it was just kind of clumsily because it has to happen kinds of stuff. Tomix goes on to ask, cool, if this isn't the best Assassin's Creed, which one is? See, now we're getting into matters of preference. Because I think this one has a strong contender for just overall best Assassin's Creed game on the game's merits that it's displayed so far. storyline gameplay.
Yeah, although I mean, the only real competition it has is, in my mind, is just the Ezio trilogy because of how good Ezio was as a character and how good his story was.
See here, I thought you were gonna say Black Flag.
Black Flag was fun. It was definitely fun, but I mean,
Edward was a dumbass.
Yeah.
I didn't like the hero of that game.
You can't even really say he was a douche. He was just stupid.
Yeah. No, I mean, because he...
Because he's a
He's
pirate.
a pirate.
So you can't call him a douchebag because he was a pirate.
No.
Like from
Quonk.
out the
Oh.
gate, he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm a pirate.
Well, like, and there are other games in this series that, like, had so much potential that I want them to... Like, I loved the concept of Aveline, but her game just didn't get enough...
It was.
Yeah, it didn't get enough development.
It was stuck being a PSP.
That could have
Yeah.
been a really great game.
It could have,
but it just didn't get the time and resources.
it didn't get the time and resources. Huge plot holes.
Yeah, big plot holes.
And
then the Connor game, like, I really wanted to like Connor, but that game was just so botched.
Oh god.
In so many ways, so many botchings in that game.
And all of this is to say that I don't want to rate this game yet because some of the games have like fallen apart in their latter
That's
half.
true.
That's true. Some
So-
of them have started out really promising, and then
Syndicate started out really promising.
Yeah.
Like, when we thought we were going to get more of that information, and, like, their banter was so good at the beginning, like, when they ended up being really one note and really, really set in their ways with no dynamic development at all, it was a real disappointment. So this is just the ranking as of right now.
Although I did like the fact that they fought because that's what siblings do.
That's true. They
I
should
know
have done
you don't
that.
think they do.
It's
but
I fight
mean-
with my sibling, just not the way normal siblings fight.
I don't either, but that's only because I'm so much older than my siblings.
Yeah, that doesn't count. No, my problem with Syndicate in that regard, at least, was they did nothing but fight after the beginning of the game.
Yeah. It's
Like, they got there, they did a couple things together, and then they're like, we have different goals. Let's never get along together again, ever.
And that's not what siblings do. Especially not... Well,
I mean,
maybe
it
some of
can
them,
be, but it doesn't make for a very good story.
Yeah. No, there should have been more moments of coming together and then they can argue again.
Well,
There should have been more of a, okay, yeah, no, we're fine. Well, except for I'm right. Okay, no, you're not. And then they go,
Well, and as a twin, like, I have a big bias. Like, are they always going to get along as well as me and my sister typically do? No, not necessarily. But, I mean, there is something...
Do you just have an unlimited number of throwing daggers?
Yeah,
Although, honestly, Leah, I've known
but it's
twins
only
that
for
don't
chain
get along
kills.
as well as you and your sister do.
Maybe. I feel
Regular
like
sword.
there's a certain... I could be wrong about this, because my experience of being a twin is probably
missing
different from
the
some other people's, but
captain.
I feel that it really lacked a certain twin understanding. Like, no matter what, even if you don't agree with your twin, you just get each other on a level... Like, even if you don't like it, you can kind of anticipate how they're feeling or what they're going to do or whatever. And even if your response is, meh, whatever, or you're an idiot, like, there should have been an undertone of fondness for each other, I feel like, that there never was. Like, even if it was, okay, you're an idiot, go do your own thing. I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is they lacked the bond that I was really hoping to see. Even if they disagreed, even if they had their own goals, like, I never really felt a bond between Jacob and Evie the way I was hoping to when the fact that they were twins was announced.
It would be interesting to talk to different gendered fraternal twins and
who are you guys and why are you
compare their experience of childhood.
And they
to-
might say I'm totally
Whoa.
full of crap. Yeah, that's totally possible. I guess I was just hoping, like, the whole point of the previews, I thought, like, they're twins, okay, great. Like, why go to the trouble of making them twins unless there was, I don't know what I'm trying to get at. I was hoping for more of a bond and a relationship
You were
between
hoping for it
them.
to be important.
Yeah, I was hoping for it to be important. I certainly didn't expect them to just be like, oh, we're doing this differently, peace out, and, like, basically ignore each other for the rest of the plot. Like,
Or hurl petty insults at each other
yeah,
when they were
like,
in the same room.
that's not what I wanted, even remotely. Like, they weren't siblings in that regard, they were barely strangers. They were just like, okay, we're associates working together, blah, 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 you're an idiot, peace out. I was like, no. This was supposed to be, like,
Unless,
interesting.
Unless Evie wanted to rub Jacob's face in something having to do with their father. Oh, that was the other thing that disappointed me about
dropped
the game.
the ball on the father.
Because they mention their father several times and how he was apparently a stickler for discipline and tradition, and their father was an assassin.
And he was like poster child assassin, like everybody knows who he was.
But like we don't really get any of his history. We don't get anything about their parents other than other than what we just said. Father was a poster child assassin who was apparently a stickler for discipline and tradition.
I was expecting some kind of big past plot drop with Jacob and Evie, that like something from their past, maybe their father, maybe London, where they didn't come from London, wherever they came from before London.
I don't remember.
Something really coming back to be a part of the plot of the game. And really it was just a clumsy, well, we need them to be in London, so they're just going to run off to London.
Yeah.
And just like, why didn't you just start them in London then, if it doesn't matter why they went there?
Well, because they didn't want to have them to have any history with London.
Yeah.
They needed to show up fresh for the plot.
Guess.
Yeah. And it also, I mean, in fairness, it also did do a good job of establishing their collective impulsiveness. But then they failed by not maintaining more of that through the rest of the game.
Because, well, no, Jacob was extremely impulsive and it came back to bite him more than once.
Yeah, but not the collective part.
Yeah, because it is implied very heavily in the beginning that they egg each other on.
Yeah.
And we saw them antagonizing each other, but we didn't really see them playing off each other.
And by the way, not that there were none of these moments between Jacob and Evie that we were hoping for, like when they finally got over their shit at the end, like we finally got a couple.
Yeah.
You know, but it took the whole game of them just being like, well, I'm going to go play, Nightham.
Night.
Of, Jacob going, well, I'm going to divide London in half. I'm going to be on this half of London, and you be on this half of London.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing that bugged me was how Jacob kept making the same mistake.
Oh, boy.
That really got old. It was like, nah, once, sure. Twice, yeah, no problem. Because heaven knows it took Edward a long time to learn. But
too long, but at least he finally sort of did.
Yeah, but I suppose technically Jacob did finally learn, but only when he had no lessons left.
Yeah,
it wasn't
very satisfying.
It wasn't.
Finally.
Yeah,
which was sad. The supporting cast in that game was way more fun than Edward was. Seriously, like what was the lady pirate's name?
Flag?
Yeah.
Mary Reed or Anne Bonny?
I liked Mary Reed.
Okay.
Like, she was awesome. I loved her.
Yep. Well, that made me happy because
female pirates. It's neat.
Well, and historical female pirates that I had known about. That was the other thing that made me happy. It was like, oh, I know all about Mary Reed.
No, I mean, now that we've done all this trashing of this stuff, not to say that Assassin's Creed doesn't, even the bad games tend to be, like the AAA, I mean, they're still good games for the most part. I can think of a couple of exceptions that just didn't, and as far as I'm concerned, didn't even deserve Assassin's Creed title. Like, Assassin's Creed 3, for me, is just totally so far below the standard of the rest of the games that it's just like, I don't even feel like that's an Assassin's Creed game, personally.
What about Rogue?
Which one was Rogue?
With the Templar. The guy who leaves the Assassins to become a Templar.
Oh,
is it Sean?
No, I know who you're talking about, though. The guy with that had the buddy, started off an assassin.
Right.
Oh, I'm so conflicted about that game. They did a couple of really interesting things in that game, and they made the hero...
I do not know. I'm the only one left. She took the others away hours ago.
Took them where?
She killed them. I know it. She... Her hands. Oh,
this poor man.
her hands are so bloody.
Peace, friend. You are free. I will deal
Night, Alex.
By free, I mean stuck in the middle of the desert, naked.
I find it funny
without
how
any
like he's
support.
screaming bloody murder, but his face is just like we're having a
Whatever,
conversation.
Papa.
Because this is talking. We're talking.
Like,
Anyway, I was really conflicted about the hero of Rogue because like they made him. I felt like they did a pretty decent job of making him human. Like he did good things, he did bad things. You know, sometimes he was right, sometimes he wasn't.
She has detailed every crevice. She is not finished. That is where I will find her. I will head to the pyramids.
As we have discussed before in prior streams, like why he joined the Templars and didn't question them for so long and whatever else was pretty retarded. But like,
Yeah.
his motivation for leaving the Assassins, I thought, was pretty good.
Yes. They, I think it was, I think it was defensible and explainable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he wasn't, you could kind of tell he wasn't 100% on board with the creed.
Right.
He was there because his friend had brought him there.
That's a ball dropping if I ever saw it. They did not do enough with that relationship.
They
but
really
continue.
didn't. Yeah, and we just come back and, you're going to fight your friend now and it's fine. But,
and that should have been like a huge dramatic
oh,
climax.
it really should have.
So it was just like, I remember your name, dead. Like, it was...
Yeah, no, it was ridiculous. But so the reason he doubted, the incident it was Lisbon, right?
I believe so.
The incident in Lisbon, all of that made sense for him to go, and then the leaders came down too hard on him. They were too look, just obey.
Don't ask why.
Don't ask why, just obey. And so the reason he left made, every all aspects of it made sense.
But then he went to the Templars and asked no questions.
Yeah, and immediately turned around and they're like, just do these things. And he's like, well,
Okay.
yes, I will do them because you seem like good men.
It's like, isn't that just what you were running from? Just doing things without...
It's like, well, no, but you're doing good things. Therefore, it's fine if I just obey you blindly.
Ask any questions!
And not ask any questions. And sure, I'll kill for you.
Like the slowest arrows
That's
I've ever seen.
fine. Because someone's being helped, right? So it yeah.
It didn't make a lot of sense just to... I mean, not that he necessarily intended to go run and join the Templars like that. Like, didn't the Templar, pull him out of the ocean and, bring him back to health? And at first he was helping this guy because he felt he owed him a debt because he saved his life,
Right.
and then it expanded from there, but... when he realized, oh, I'm at the Templars, he didn't go, oh, I should at least, learn a little bit more and rethink, why I'm doing this, as opposed to just, oh, you're with him? Okay,
Yeah.
He's legit. So this whole huge organization that I was part of, an organization that thought, just because the Assassins, you feel like the Assassins were wrong, doesn't necessarily mean the Templars are right because one guy seems legit. I don't know. We're beating a dead horse there.
Yep.
My horse isn't dead.
That's good. The point is, so far, here's my point. So far, this game, if Assassin's Creed, plot-wise, has a consistent fault, in my opinion, it is that they... sometimes the heroes just do things because it's convenient for the plot. I feel like in that game, the writers went, well, it would be interesting to have an assassin defect and become a Templar. So they had that idea first, and then they started writing the story. And then when things didn't quite line up, they were just like, no, it'll work. Don't make him ask questions. Just, this is our idea. Let's do this idea.
Someone's like, no, he needs to be on board by this point. Okay, well, he's just on board.
He's just on board by this point, then.
It's cool.
So I feel like they started with the idea and then just kind of made the story adhere to the idea. Which, if you've ever written a story, they don't always do that. So, if there's a consistent fault in Assassin's Creed games, I feel like that's it when it comes to storyline. They have an idea, they want to do a thing.
Your poor horse.
We're good.
They want to do a thing, and then the character's going to do that thing, even if it doesn't necessarily... Flaming horse. Even if it doesn't necessarily make a lot of sense for the protagonist to be doing that.
Your poor horse.
Like if it breaks character or something, like if they should be asking questions or whatever.
It's alright, just got a little singed.
Uh-huh.
Does that make sense?
Excuse me. Were you talking? No, yes, it does. It does
Does it hurt you?
I love you. I'm sorry.
And so far, what I like about this game is that characters seem to be put first here. Like even with Jacob and Evie, who had more, I wouldn't necessarily developed, but like obvious personalities, like real personalities than a lot of the, like consistent personalities than we've seen in a lot of previous Assassin's Creed protagonists. They were also subject to this. Like, we've got this idea, the protagonists are going to be written to do this idea, whether it makes sense for them in character or not. We'll just kind of hand wave a little bit and like make them adhere to this theme. Bayek feels like a real character to me.
So far.
So far, it's early. But
yeah. Well, and here's the other thing, though, is that, you know, obviously this isn't like writing a story. The game needs to go certain places.
True.
And so you have to have a darn it. Word recall is just, I swear.
It happens.
No, it's happening a lot lately, and it's starting to really bother me. But you have to have an agreement between the writers and the devs on where the game's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes the writers are going to have to comply. But I feel like a problem with some of the past Assassin's Creed games is that they don't even try. They just go,
No.
just be over there now. It's fine. Like, you know, like at no point, I feel like at no point did a dev call up the writers and go, hey, this has got to happen. Can you smooth this a little? Can we work on
Are
this?
boots just full of ink?
Yeah, I don't know.
And, you know, keep in mind, audience, currently audience of one, but someday might be more. Like, none of us are in video game development. We don't know all the ins and outs exactly of how a video game comes together in terms of programming and writing and all that stuff. We are not on the inside.
But if you want to change that,
if you want, yeah, come there. But so we're not on the inside. We are critiquing this as consumers and storytellers. How's that? I just felt it was important to get that disclaimer out there. But I feel like you can tell a story and have characters stay in character. And so far, I feel like this game has done that better than any of the other Assassin's Creed games. Now, it's been a long time since we've played the Ezio games, and we remember them as pretty much virtually without fault.
I remember the story is pretty good.
Okay.
The gameplay, like, one of those was where the tower defense parts came.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about those.
They were not perfect in terms.
Right. I said, close. We remember them. We remember them with
well.
the sheen of Ezio's amazing, is the point I'm trying to make. So I don't really know how Ezio falls into that analysis. I felt like Ezio was I don't remember feeling a lot of the time like Ezio was like, Ezio wouldn't do that. I don't feel like he got shoehorned as much as some of the later guys did.
From what I remember of his games, though, a lot of them were just, he wants to do a thing, and then you spend the entire game like just waiting for him to actually have a chance to do that, and there's a bunch of filler.
That's fair.
Ezio was also so Ezio and Bayek have a similarity that makes them easier to write for.
And that is?
They were both primarily driven by revenge.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easy to write a story where you have a character that is passionate about this one thing because they'll focus on that one thing. And then you can add in details of their personality and things like that.
And you can make the plot work pretty much however you want. Because it's just like, this is an obstacle to them getting the one thing they care about.
Yeah, you know they're going to keep driving towards that one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Connor...
Ugh.
What? Still?
No, I'm here. I'm listening.
You know, even ignoring his split personality issues, Connor wanted to protect his tribe, and he wanted to know his father, and he wanted to find his place in the world.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and so it's hard to keep a solid anything.
Right.
With
There's not a simple arrow driving, primary motivation there.
Right.
Stories of exploration can meander for that reason.
Right. It would Oh.
Who dares to enter here where silence has befallen her?
Her.
A Magi who has treaded many dunes to find you. Hide if you must, Hyena. But this tomb will not protect you.
I demand that you stop here. Turn back now and I will excuse this intrusion.
No.
Siwa was an intrusion.
Reminder.
Is
you
there
can
something
squeeze
to the
through
left?
this crack. Well, they gave us a reminder, so we might as well check.
See, this goes on. I wonder if this is where we're supposed to go?
It's going to be a maze. They made a big deal about how she's been mapping this tomb.
Oh, I see.
It's true, but we found the map, so you'd think they'd give that to us.
Boy, the acoustics in this tomb must be insane if we could hear her all the way by the entrance, huh? Pardon me.
The sound does reverberate through stone fairly
Curious.
well. Or against stone, or whatever. It's like the acoustics of an auditorium.
Yeah, you can't use it or anything.
Alright, we'll get her.
Lots of stuff in here. Baboon-faced Hoppy. Okay. Just a bunch of god stuff.
But, moving on. Edward's big problem was that he didn't have a motivation, other than being a greedy pirate.
Yeah.
Pirates for life, motherfucker!
It actually took most of the game for him to gain motivation.
Uh-huh.
I don't think you get to go in that hole.
Clearly
It said interact. I saw the X
No,
button.
Well, yeah,
That
no,
was
that
to
was the
read
letter,
it.
though. That wasn't the...
Oh.
His name was Sean, right?
I
Dipshit from Rogue didn't really have a motivation either.
don't think it was Sean. It was close.
Okay. But Dipshit from Rogue didn't really have a motivation either. And the twins, as engaging as they were, their motivation was to make something of themselves, quite frankly.
Yeah, no, I would say that that's accurate.
Even Evie, she had a more scholarly take to it, and she wanted to do something about the Templars in England.
She still had something to prove, though.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't just...
honestly, where I thought they might try to go with that, with them wanting to make something of themselves, I thought, they make a point that they're twins. I thought we were going to see them trying to differentiate, that, make their own splash, not as one of the... Because every time somebody else meets them, they're like, oh, the whatever their last name was.
Fry.
The Fry. How can I forget that? The Fry twins. They're rarely greeted as Jacob and Evie. I thought there was going to be some resentment about how, people love Evie because she's this, and people love Jacob because he's that. And I thought there was going to be if they were going to be separated and do things their own way, I thought it was going to be more of a contest for recognition.
Yeah.
Which would have been, not my favorite plot, but it would have been interesting. It would have had a...
It would have been a
glorious
uniquely
treasure
twin
room that
thing.
I can't take treasure from.
Yep.
That's just not right.
That's a seriously ridiculous number of treasures.
Break all the seals connected to a sealed door to open it.
Okay, how do I do that?
Like
That works. We didn't drown ourselves in sand. No.
Oh, there we go.
Just empty enough sand that we can...
Release the counterweight.
Yeah.
Yay, it's not the mummy.
And there's a few more things to pick up.
No, we're getting more silica.
Oh, hey, silica.
Come on. Well, that's cool. I found the ancient tablet.
Ancient writing. From the old-
That's what you said last time.
Still not going to tell us what it is.
The ancient tablets
Apparently-
give us ability points, though.
Yeah, apparently they're very educational.
Incredibly educational.
Carbon crystal, good. I need plenty of those.
This is who you're robbing from.
We are not a Tomb Raider. Yes, yes, we are.
Yeah, we are.
No, grave robber.
Grave robber.
He said he was not a grave robber.
What do you use silica
Tomb
for?
Raider,
Ask
though.
silver upgrades. Apparently, yes.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't had to yet, but I think they're probably used for the top tier upgrade for something.
Naturally, we needs our upgrades.
Huh.
Also,
Nope. Damn it.
Too late.
I have to say, like, the only other, like, romantic relationship, I mean, Ezio was kind of had a bunch of them, but excepting Ezio, who had a bunch of dalliances at first.
And then fell in love.
And then fell in love, and thank God. Arnaud and Elise.
Arguably, he was in love in the first game.
That's true.
Just
Arnaud and
fell out
Elise
horribly.
from, you guys remember which...
Unity. Oh, we didn't talk about Unity.
A very good game. Shame about the ending.
Shame about the ending, though.
That's basically the long and short.
Although, the point I was about to make is, you know, like, this game and that game have our protagonists in love with somebody, and it's kind of important. Like, it's, you know, both the ladies are, you know, a big part of the plot. And again, shame about the ending in Unity. But, Aya is 10,000 times already more badass than Elise was. Straight up, not even a question, and that pains me to say, because I liked Elise and I wanted her to kind of be a force to be reckoned with.
And it's one of your favorite names.
It is one of my favorite names. But, you know, not that she was throwaway, like, she was intelligent enough and she had her motivations, and she was blinded by revenge. So she wasn't making all of her decisions very intelligently, but, like, you could tell that she was...
Found a way out. I wonder if that's the way out.
She was no dummy. Like, she wasn't written to be
if
just
it leaves
like...
us out, we can go back around to the entrance and go through that passage to squeeze through.
That's true.
It
Yeah.
mentioned us
I
to
might
go.
have to, because I can't get back
She
out of
wasn't
this.
written to be a lame-o, let's put it that way. But yeah, I mean, Aya's just like, she's in it.
Yeah. Well, and other things I appreciate about Aya.
I hate you, Torch.
One of the things that I like about
Where was the other entrance?
I don't remember.
You'll find it.
I think it's probably on the opposite side. Yep, it sure was.
Do it all the way through.
Good job, man. You were saying?
The other thing about, like, Elise and Arnaud as opposed to Bayek and Aya trust each other.
Yeah.
They are partners. They are in this together. Arnaud was a dupe in the dark as far as Elise was concerned.
Yeah.
For the overwhelming majority of their relationship.
Yeah.
There were huge, big things that everyone was lying through their teeth about to Arnaud.
Yeah. Poor Arnaud. I liked Arnaud. I did.
I did. No, he
Until
was...
the DLC. I'm not sure what the hell happened to him in the DLC. I felt a little bit of a character break in the DLC.
Well, you know, he did lose the love of his life. So.
He did. I'm not saying it didn't make sense. He got a little grittier. All I remember about it is there was some kid he was chasing around or something. Some kid needed his help for some reason, and he was running errands for him or something. It wasn't particularly memorable.
I can't remember.
I kind of remember it now
It
that
felt
you
like
said
an
that.
anticlimax, really. Like, I was hoping for DLC from that game. I don't know what I was hoping for after that ending. Forget I said that.
You were hoping for the DLC to make it better.
I was.
You didn't know how, but you were really hoping it would make it
know
better.
how.
There was no recovering from it.
No. I almost wish we had footage of Unity so that if somebody ever watches this, they could go back and see what we're talking about. But We, as friends, had played through all the Assassin's Creed games together.
I am Iset, possessor of magic. The gods live here, not you.
The first one we did online was Syndicate, but we'd played them all together up until then, so...
Alright, be very careful not to drop down the hole until you absolutely have to.
Yeah.
Let's just say that the ending of Unity was
rats.
a total mess.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very
Here,
sad.
giant spoilers. Don't listen for the next 30 minutes.
They shouldn't have been listening for the last 30 minutes.
Or 30 seconds. Elise dies in the dumbest way possible.
She does.
I mean, for real.
Like, you had every opportunity to stop it, and they don't let you.
It's not even the cutscene paralysis that makes it stupid, though.
It's her actions that make it stupid. It's the fact that you spent this entire...
Osiris cannot be disturbed.
You spent the entire game with...
What is it protecting?
Heathen! The wakeful one is asleep. Go no further, or I will drench these arid flames with your
I
blood.
don't have that much blood.
She's pretty feisty. You ever say?
Yeah. Like, you spend so much of that game,
Oh, it's automatic.
Oh.
Tomb beneath a tomb.
Wow, that looks like, Eden stuff.
It does.
This where you hide, hyena?
I guess being stealthy here is not, like, a thing.
Try not to forget your point, Drea. They spend so much of that game.
Yeah.
Because I think we're about to get us some plots.
Okay.
Oh.
Dark place with a window to the gods.
Oh, she's making sacrifices. This is investigation, so technically you have time to talk.
No, he's gonna be talking a bunch.
The ceremonial knife.
No!
Mm-hmm. Hey, this is new for him.
Okay.
We're used to it.
Okay.
Alice drew these symbols here. Was she trying to figure out their meaning?
Interesting.
I like how the investigation in this game so far is so well interspersed.
Strange symbols are marked all over it.
You know? Like, the investigation things in Syndicate were a lot of fun, but it was... And now go do these optional investigation missions.
Yeah.
Like, this is pretty seamlessly inserted into the plot. It makes sense that he'd be doing this investigation.
Alice was doing a ritual.
Interesting.
She began by calling to Osiris with these offerings. She used a knife to sacrifice her captives. She collected their blood for some dark purpose. She was attempting to learn these strange symbols. She must have found them in this room. Once she knew the symbols, she carved them here and ended the ritual with one final prayer over the sarcophagus. Alicet must be trying to bring someone back to life. Just who is buried down here?
Silver goes, the wakeful one is asleep, huh? Yeah, that was a weird line.
Yes.
Odd, but probably intentional. What is that? Oh.
Silica.
There's more in the room, I think, Josh.
Exit tomb. Why would I want to do that?
I
Makes
saw
me
more.
shiny.
I saw more arrows in here. I saw
Okay,
more
I have
treasure.
a feeling I probably shouldn't interact with that yet.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Seems like there's a lot of silica in this room.
Well, yeah, they also said she collects it, so...
Yeah.
So definitely explore the hell out of this room. Alright, Drea, here's another opportunity to make your point.
So, they spend so much time in that game telling us about Arnaud and Elise's
More to your
relationship.
left, Josh.
And they...
Up that sand dune.
They make effort, with Arnaud trying to rebuild Elise's faith in him.
Uh-huh.
And...
left some more up.
And he does... He offers her everything.
He does.
He defies the Brotherhood for her. He offers her everything. And in the end, she still cannot trust him. Her need for revenge and her need to just do it her way cannot be overcome.
Well, and it's like, did she ever really love him? Like, I understand the strong need for revenge and stuff, and I'm not even saying that she shouldn't have been occasionally blinded in the plot. But, like, at the end of that game, her her death, I guess I should say.
It wasn't a sacrifice.
Wasn't a sacrifice, it was totally pointless.
It was like a way out.
Was so totally... It didn't even feel... I'll tell you what, it didn't even feel like... Because, like, good stories have been written where people were blinded by vengeance and they did something stupid. And, you know, oh, that's tragic, tragic ending. But it felt so cheap and fake, and we just need shock value here.
So, open the sarcophagus or interact with that?
The open has the actual plot advancement here.
Like,
so I
she
think we
had
should
so
interact.
much time in that story.
Retransmission, segment 3. Acquiring contemporaneity.
Okay.
It has been 95 days since the great catastrophe. The messenger speaks. You must be wondering why I have reached out to you. It was written, you see, that you would come to this particular chamber at this very moment in time. The walls told us of your coming when we once were. Look at them. Are they not fascinating?
Yes?
One of your...
Uh-oh, corrupted message.
I'm guessing that's probably backwards.
These walls tell of a tragic story. A story we transcribe in our structures, on our artifacts. A story we cannot alter. A mystery defying us in plain sight. We tried. Our scholars and scientists, poets and physicists, bright minds, rebellious hearts. They all tried so hard to bring about change. We all failed. None could change what we discovered, the stories written into the walls of these rooms. By whom, we never knew.
Who's the ancient goddess chick we keep coming across?
The future that is.
Juno?
The future that was, and the future that is yet to come. The Zeros. We failed at modifying the line. We failed at adding a single dot. It was clear. We were to be messengers at best. But messengers to whom? To you. We removed our ability to read those stories from your original template. A doorway that is also a puzzle. We must find
It'd be nice if they actually said anything.
I know.
Those were Brutus's words when he visited the vault under the Colosseum more than 2,000 years ago. He drew the vault, sketched it to the best of his abilities, but he could not see. Just as you are blind, you may read your watch, you may read
Oh, this isn't to him, this is to Chica that's playing
you
him.
cannot grasp beyond that simplistic surface. For now, the true reading of time still escapes you. And so today, the curtains pulled and the Eros is shown, tragic and complete. Those walls you might never read. Events yet unfold as written. But something, anything must change. You do not understand.
And you're not helping.
The reader has no power. He is but an observer. But the author invents the future. The author owns the future. A future where zeros are avoided. A future where a loved one can be revived by the drafting of a new chapter. A future where humankind is more than it is today. A future where, just perhaps, we can all still exist together.
I love how all these ancient messengers are always like, we have to tell you something, and then they don't say anything.
Guess that was it.
Okay.
Guess so.
Do you like my cinematic panning there?
It was very nicely done.
Yes, well done. That was the most pointless bullshit I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's arguable.
I mean, it's definitely the most we've seen in this game, but this series loves that kind of thing. She's trying to revive her child. Every single person we kill is going to have a child, so we can feel bad because we like children.
You lost your child.
I haven't. Her rest is temporary. You have intervened on her reawakening.
And yet you aligned yourself to the Order. Ravaged this tomb. Halicet!
Don't you dare say my name! My name does not merit your lips, you who have dishonored her. I am a good mother.
Yeah, I've got those too.
You're no match for me, desert scum!
And now we gotta go kill her.
What was I saying? Oh, Elise's death. It felt like it was for shock value. Like, it felt like the whole story was leading up to them, like, because they were in love, but she was questioning their love, or at least she wasn't fully on board, and Arnaud was, like, super on board, and, like, the whole time I was waiting for her, it felt like they were setting it up so that she would see the light and kind of redeem herself, and then at the end they would both go, you know what, screw the Order, you know what, screw the Creed, and they would both just, like...
Yeah, everything is gone, everyone is dead. We're all that is left.
We're leaving by.
Yeah.
Like, I thought this was going to be a love story because that's what they were setting up. And then she just dies in the most... Like, at the end of the story, she learns nothing. She's a completely static character. There's no character arc. There's no growth. It felt completely pointless and for shock value. It was totally unnecessary to the plot.
Yeah, it was one of those things where it was like, you almost wondered if that was the real ending, and someone at Ubisoft went, we have DLC. And they went, oh shit, they can't run off together, we have DLC. But,
I don't know, like, it felt like they deviated vastly from the story they were setting up for us the whole time, and I felt very robbed.
Yeah, you hit the cutscene zone.
I will show you what happens to those who desecrate my daughter's
Okay,
tomb.
you've been saying that several times now.
How many of these am I going to have to dodge, lady?
In the more or less the exact same way.
Okay, Silver, I disagree. The message implies that the author, Bayek, can change a future so that humankind and the precursors can coexist. He name-dropped calendars, watches, stuff that Bayek would have no idea what they are. I don't think he was talking to Bayek.
Yeah.
I think this, not for the first time in this series, this person whose genetic memories we're seeing is just... a method to talk to the person who's seeing the memories. That message wasn't for him, it was for Lena, or whatever the chick's...
Right.
Layla, the chick that's watching this.
An interesting bitch who works for Abstergo.
Yeah.
The boring modern day stuff that no one ever likes.
I have come only for you, hyena. The gods need not be involved.
You have infringed upon Egypt's place of rest.
You are in pursuit of the impossible, Halicet. No measure of magic can bring our children back.
Alright, where are you now?
Yeah, she'll start shooting at you soon enough.
She says, but I think that Layla is the reader and Bayek is the author? I don't know, maybe. It was cryptic as hell.
The author's probably the precursors. The guy was complaining that he was reading it in the past, and... Yeah.
Some came between the gods and us. It is their gift.
What is she talking about now?
She understands slightly more. She's talking about the precursors. People who came between the gods and humans.
I see.
So she, they do understand a tiny bit more than Bayek does at this point. Mm-hmm. Not a lot, but, she has listened and paid attention. And while, no, she was never going to bring her daughter back, she does understand that there's something going on that, that hints at greater power.
Uh-huh.
That's
Unity.
annoying.
I would have been happier had I not remembered Unity.
Elliot's going to be offended for a while.
I don't know. I mean, just talk about story that had promise that they just... Right up until the end, like, they were really clearly, in my mind, setting up for Elise's redemption. That whole story.
Yeah, it did feel that way. It did feel like...
And then they're at the end, they're just like, no, she's dead. And nothing of value was gained here.
Yeah.
The love story didn't mean anything. Everything Arno did didn't mean anything. You know.
I think you have to try to go up and hit.
It was all just to get another stupid
come on.
piece of Eden that
And
they
no matter
knew
how much
nothing
I
about.
dodge, she hits me.
Nor did they care about it.
Come on.
Because in that game, I don't even think the pieces of Eden were really mentioned. They kind of were.
Yeah, no,
It wasn't a main plot point like it was in other games.
That was the lightning sword, wasn't it?
It was a sword, yeah.
I mean, the importance of the pieces of Eden in
Come
that
on.
game were strictly, we have to get this away from the Templars.
Right.
That was the, you know, their meaning, their everything else didn't matter.
Get one enemies. It's so dumb.
No, you got all your health back.
Oh, that's good. Let's see here. Can I switch this on?
Don't screw it up, Origins.
Put her to sleep.
So far, you're shaping up to be pretty good character-wise.
No, that's not the one I want.
Which protagonist of the Assassin's Creed games would you say has been dynamic? Let's go down the list.
Well,
Altair. Altair was dynamic, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was a bit
learned a
stilted
lot.
and not well done, but he was dynamic.
He was dynamic.
He started as too much of a jerk, but he got over himself.
Yeah. I think the only catch with Altair is he gets over himself, like, really quickly.
Yeah.
You know, we go from, I'm a complete jerk, to smack, smack, oh wow, you're right, I'm a jerk, I gotta fix it now.
But then Altair didn't really have a ton of character.
Yeah.
Past that point. Like, he had an introduction, and then he was doing his job.
Yeah.
It was the first game.
Yeah.
Ezio obviously was hugely dynamic.
Yeah.
He got 3 games full of dynamism.
Yeah.
He's almost not even a fair example.
Yeah.
What time is it?
11 after.
Oh, good lord.
Do I walk among the dead now?
A just end. You defiled the dead and enabled the people who killed my son. All on a selfish whim.
No. I gathered the silica for them. It powered the magic stone of those who came before. You saw it, didn't you? The symbols only needed to be learned.
It is not meant for us.
It makes no difference now. I wanted to protect my daughter in life and death. I have done neither. Osiris! Please grant me reunion. She walks alone in the fields of reeds. Am I to remain in the Duat forever?
Apparently so.
I just want my daughter back!
We're gonna feel bad about everything.
Every single one.
Except for the first dude, he was a douchebag.
I mean, I appreciate this.
In fairness, we don't feel bad about killing the scarab.
No.
We just feel bad that his son showed up.
I like that a lot of these deaths make you think. Most of the time in Assassin's Creed, you just kill a guy and you're like, that happened. Next one. You know.
Every single
okay.
time we kill someone and they're like, I'm doing the right thing, you're doing the wrong thing.
That's
We're
true.
Like, no, not really.
No, not really.
Nice try.
Yeah. And there have been, like, okay, arguably, back to games we don't like. In Assassin's Creed 3, here's how I was doing the right thing arguments were amongst the most convincing.
Yeah, they were pretty good.
They were like, no, this is what was going on, and you're like, oh. Well, I mean, you were doing it wrong, but,
I guess I just like in that particular one, like, he misses his son too.
Right.
But she was like, this is what happens if you go to the dark side.
Kinda,
You know? So, like, I thought that was interesting. Back to the list. Assassin's Creed 3. I don't even think it's fair to grade Connor on this, but static as hell.
I mean...
Static AF.
I don't know. He had personality disorder.
Yeah, that's the thing. He wasn't static. He had
only
too
those two
many
guys left.
personalities.
Yes, there were 3 Connors. It's really hard to say which one we were following.
Which one was next?
Black Flag.
eventually,
dynamic,
but took too
technically?
long.
Yeah, it took too long.
Yeah,
Way
I mean
too
he
long.
was dynamic, but
He was. Oh, Night Silver.
Nice over.
Hey, yeah, they dragged on that one.
I don't know where Aveline fell in this mess.
That's a good question. Aveline wasn't really. I mean, she kind of was.
I wouldn't say
but
in any... I don't think it would be fair to call her strictly static, but I don't think she was dynamic in any meaningful way.
Right. Actually, and here's the thing. I have a hard time calling her dynamic because she changes her opinions on things based on what she learns, but she never gives us the impression that she wouldn't have done that anyway. Does that make sense?
I think so. Oh, hi. Really?
Are you kidding me?
Senno, where the hell were you?
Wake up.
Are you kidding
They
me?
left us with all of our stuff.
They didn't kill him. What was that all about?
Damn it, you're lying on it. Lying on what? What happened?
They're thieves.
I'm a
Someone was a
geographer.
thief.
Cartesius, nice to meet you. Looks like we were attacked. They emptied my pockets. Took my notes too. You might want to check your pouch. You too? I should have known better than to travel the desert on my own. I'm going to find those thieves. They ought to pray to all their gods that my notes are undamaged.
We're lucky enough to be alive. What do you remember?
Remember, I was clubbed in the head. I only recall the sound of a horse galloping away.
There might be tracks. Stay here.
Tracks? You cannot be serious.
Check your inventory. I want to see if they actually took your money.
Yeah.
Oh. If it'll let me. There we go. Nope.
Nope.
We're good.
So let me think about what you just said about...
They totally took our pocket change, but all of our money is invested. So
Look, I'm trying to process what you said about Aveline there.
Okay.
I'm lucky. They have not yet disappeared beneath the sun.
She changed her opinions about things, but she never gave the impression that that's not what she would have done anyway.
Because she is presented as being vastly intelligent.
Right.
She's going to take over her father's empire.
Right.
She's, she has to adjust who she trusts.
Right.
She learns that maybe she can't trust everyone around her.
Right.
But it doesn't lead to a huge revelation in how she lives her life.
No, I would say that's accurate, Brad.
Mm-hmm.
So did she learn some stuff? Yes. Was she dynamic? No, because among the... I would almost argue that compared to some of our other protagonists, she didn't need to be. Like, she was pretty formidable in a lot of ways when we found her.
She was supremely competent from the beginning.
Right.
And that doesn't necessarily make a good character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it
can.
It can. She needed to learn more.
Mm-hmm.
To be...
What is a child doing out here? It is dangerous.
I'm just finding things for Anta. What are you doing here?
I'm a Magi, looking for some thieves who came this way. Did you see anyone?
No. No one.
Are you here alone?
No. I mean, yes, alone.
Lies.
That boy is hiding something.
No
So clearly we
kidding.
should follow him. Well, I remember from my script writing class that the way it kind of works is you get all of your protagonists, your heroes or what have you, should have 3 flaws and 1 merit, one thing that they're really good at. And that one thing will be kind of how they shine through. And your antagonists, your villains, will have 3 merits, 3 things that they're really good at, and 1 flaw, and that flaw is what will be exploited to overpower them.
How interesting. I've never really heard that before.
Too small for me. Must be another.
I'll have to think on that in terms of story writing. The rule of 3 and 1. Do you ever heard that one before, Dre?
No, but I've also never taken a script writing class.
That's interesting.
Down.
Alright, so we did Aveline. Who's next?
That'd be Jacob.
Shay.
Oh, Shay, that's right.
His name is Shay, not Sean. Shay.
You were close. No, didn't learn anything. He didn't.
You should go.
The whole thing we just spent 10 minutes complaining about is he went to the Templars and did the exact same damn thing that he would following blindly that he hated so much in the Assassins. He just felt better because he believed it was for the greater good this time.
Yeah.
So no, not dynamic. Next.
I should also note that the 3 flaws for the heroes would be the things that they have to overcome during their journey.
Also valuable.
Fright Winds. Oh no, wait. Arno. Arno first.
Is he dynamic? That's a good question.
Whoa.
Arguably Arno is dynamic.
It is odd for a child to be playing here, no?
Oh, what do you mean?
I'm looking for some stolen items.
The kids are the thieves, obviously.
I don't know what you're talking about.
My child, you are not at fault. I'm here to help you.
We hid it in Menkaure's pyramid. I'm sorry. We had to do it for Anta.
I'm sure Anta is a good friend, but Giza is no place for such foolishness.
Foolishness.
I mean, he cares about kids. He's not going to beat up the kids.
No. And I like that this is a character point, by the way. Like, we don't have assassins necessarily this human. Like, normally when our assassins have to deal with kids, it's as an annoyance at best in a lot of cases. You know?
As an ally.
Yeah.
I think you may be forgetting the urchins from Syndicate.
Oh, I loved the urchins from Syndicate.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we're either like annoying at best, or they're pulling one over on us constantly.
Yeah.
Arno. So how would you say Arno is dynamic?
Arno is dynamic because he begins as it. I mean, part of it is born in ignorance, but he's lighthearted, he's careless, he's reckless. He, you know, I mean, the reason...
I think Arno also learns a lot and has to change his opinions, but he also changes because of what he learns.
Yes.
Yeah, and like I think that's part of what I hated so much about the DLC is that it felt like a bunch of the good parts of Arno, the parts that were willing to love and risk for love, the parts that went out of their way to do good because he cared. Like, I felt like a lot of that was stomped out for no good reason in the ending of that game. Because what little I remember of the DLC...
I don't remember the DLC.
He was harder, and, you know, like, this kid was just, like, something he had to deal with. At one point, he has a terrible argument with the kid, and it's... like, I was pretty appalled. It seemed vastly out of character, but it wasn't because he just lost the love of his life in a completely pointless way.
The Riches of the Ancients, level 27 regular sword.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would agree with that. Who's next? Are we at the fries yet?
Mm-hmm.
They get over their spat, but I wouldn't say either of them change.
No, they don't.
I mean, that was our primary complaint about the whole... Oh. That's what they took? Don't you
Please
dare
don't get-
fall for that again.
Hey, you've got quite the swing. Just how many of you are there?
Only my brother, sister, and I. Don't harm them. I'm the one responsible.
I want the note you stole from the Greek geographer you knocked out. And I want my money back.
They didn't take my money.
We've given everything to the bandits from the hills west of the Hemon tomb. They have Anta too, and won't give her back unless we steal for them.
Who is Anta?
Our protector. We were going back to Memphis when they took her. Don't
Horse, camel,
They will kill her.
Bandits who profit from children.
strangely out of place bear.
I can hear this. Get your siblings and stay out of sight. You have my word. I will return Anta to you.
Unusually friendly hyena?
It could just be a person.
Nah. No chance. They're being really evasive about who Anta is. There's no way it's a person.
Ah! Snake.
Yeah, it's still there.
Sure.
Did you pick up the entire snake?
No.
Just his head?
Is the kid okay? He's yelling a lot.
The icon. He's freaking out because there was a combat. The little icon just had the snake's head, so it looked funny.
There's more to this place.
A surprising number of that list. Like, I feel like that there were way too many static characters in that list. There were a lot of static characters in that list.
Video game characters don't necessarily grow, though. Because I'm like thinking of other games, even games that I like, and the heroes of those games are not dynamic.
You don't necessarily have to. Dynamic is not necessarily better than static. You can totally write a static character that's fun and entertaining, and is the protagonist of a great story.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I just think that authors have much more luck doing it with dynamic characters. The stories that are nearest and dearest to my heart tend to have dynamic characters in them.
Yes, but I also think that when you're writing a story as opposed to putting together a script for a video game, you need to have a dynamic character in a novel. I don't think you need to have one in a video game.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're doing a 40 plus hours,
that's
epic
a long ways away.
RPG, I think there's a compelling argument for it.
Yeah, there's Assassin's Creed games were not RPGs.
Well, this one's kind of getting close.
Very much an RPG.
This one is.
Doesn't this fall back to what we determine is our definition of what an RPG is?
A video game RPG has numbers getting bigger as the primary mechanic of improvement.
Okay. Those are some tough vultures.
I think if you're going to spend 40 plus hours telling us somebody's story, like, okay, you can be static if you're Sonic the frickin' Hedgehog.
Pick an Assassin's Creed game that was not 3.
Okay. Unity.
3 what?
Main story playtime for Unity.
Alright, it's going to be like 20 hours.
City camp where Anta is being held. Children gave everything to these bandits, so I should keep an eye out.
Yes.
No trace of Anta or the nuts.
I didn't even ask what she looked like, but he never does.
16.
Black.
The main story is 16.
Yeah, that's the thing. These games are heavily padded. So.
Yeah, and I think
Out
that's
of curiosity,
the thing.
ask it for Final Fantasy VI.
Main story playtime for Final Fantasy VI.
Because, I mean, that's a textbook RPG.
I don't care. One guy says 35 hours on his first playthrough. 24. Someone did 20 on a speed run.
Okay, that
You can do it
basically
way
answers
faster
my
than that on a
question.
speed run, but
Well, these aren't professionals.
right.
Speedrun basically meaning foregoing side quests and basically sticking to the plot with just enough leveling to get through it for a normal, not professional speedrunner.
Oh, here, actually, let's go to How Long to Beat. How Long to Beat will have a good one. 35 and a half hours, main story.
Okay, I believe that. That's why I said 40, because that's what that's typically what I base my story playtimes on.
JRPGs for a long time, from like the SNES.
Like that
through
was
PS2
the
era.
standard.
Yeah,
You better
40
be
hours
hitting
was-
40 hours. Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Rogue is 10 hours. Black Flag was 22. 2 was 19. 3 was 15. First one was 15. Brotherhood was 15. Revelations was 12.
I'd be curious where they're getting these numbers.
I think they're reported.
Well,
They're based on us like a certain number of playthroughs.
Still, I mean, this is... Even if it's not quite right, like, I think that makes the point.
Yep. Easy doggy.
Oh, just a regular dog. I'm almost disappointed.
What were we expecting? A dire wolf? This isn't Game of Thrones, buddy.
I was expecting something a little more exciting than dog. I mean, I guess I should say I was hoping for something a little more exciting than dog.
What?
Do you use that platform to get the dog out?
Yeah,
Probably.
that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Of course. Your answer, their protector.
Oh, they're doing all this for their dog.
Yeah.
No,
Weird
no.
dog.
Come on, girl.
I guess you don't get to do the tricky way out.
What's
I
the-
think we have to follow her out.
So, Anta, you are a protector too, huh?
I really
Guess
like
we're
our
gonna
hero.
kill everything on the way out. Luckily, escort quests are invincible in this game. Maybe you can just go.
Excited, aren't you?
Maybe if we sneak past, the dog will just be allowed to leave.
That'd be nice.
That would be funny.
Probably not.
You'll see them soon enough.
Well,
Odds
so
looking
far, so
like
good.
it. They're really bad at guarding this dog.
These are some
Right behind
awful jackass bandits. They
Yeah.
took a kid's dog and they're like, you know,
Go steal for us or we'll kill your dog.
yeah, and like, there's no guarantee. I mean, these kids are trying to beat people over the head that are adults. There's no guarantee. What if they mess up? And the adult's like, kid, I'll destroy you. And they like kill these kids. I'm sad you're sneaking by these jerks. I feel like they deserve some
Oh, I can come back.
some Shanky McShankertown over here. It's like, oh,
I just really appreciate that you can just walk out with the dog, though.
It's kind of awesome. They're just like, oh, there's a dog.
even if it's side quest town, Josh, I want you to go back there and shank some people.
Oh, yeah. No.
That's not right. That's some BS.
He's like, oh no, I'll come back and kill everyone. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. That makes me feel better. It's like the height of uncool.
You're way faster than the dog.
Dog will catch up. It's fine.
Can we fast travel?
I guess no.
Can you pick up the dog and put it on the back of the horse?
Pretty sure I can't. I could try.
Doggy.
Well, ride the horse back to the dog.
I didn't realize the dog was so freaking far behind.
It told you how many meters it was.
I know. I was paying attention.
Oh no, the dog's not gonna go if you're not there.
Yeah. You have to.
We'll just-
Oh, okay.
Thankfully, you
They
only
have
have
to
to
go
go
all the
so
way
far
back.
for the cutscene.
I told you to stay out of sight.
I know, but this was our fault, and we thought you could use some help. The horseman is much, much bigger than you.
Osman,
Oh, I guess this is the one we have to kill.
He's the most harrowing of them all, big and strong. He's the one who took Anta.
they might have Cortesios' notes.
Alright.
They're probably using them to locate treasures.
I have seen him in the ruins around Khufu's pyramid.
I will take care of this, Osman. You should leave. Now. I should have a look around the pyramids.
I like that. Now.
Yeah, I can go back and start shanking people.
So I wait for this horse
This is
to come back
unavailable.
to his cave at night.
Oh, because I was trying to talk to the kids.
Seek him out as he roams and terrorizes Giza.
Did you see that choice, Josh?
Hmm.
Wait until night until he comes back to the cave, or seek him as he roams about and terrorizes Giza. Your choice.
Well,
It's like, well, if you want me to kill everyone,
I guess we'll just wait.
Well, not here.
Yeah, this is the cave.
yeah,
This
he-
is.
he's at Giza now.
So he's gonna come back?
At night,
okay.
he's supposed
Yeah.
to come
Yeah.
back to a cave. This might be the cave.
I'm
Yeah,
assuming
I
this
think
is where
so.
we got the dog.
Alright, so we find a place to wait? Or do we kill everyone and then wait?
Looks like we're killing everyone and then waiting.
Might be easier not having the horsemen around and all.
Oh, they're totally gonna reset.
Then again, what was the level of this quest?
Pretty low.
So it doesn't matter really.
You might as well wait, Josh, in case they reset.
But if they reset, we can kill them twice.
But I
get
thought
their
they were
stuff.
I thought they were crap. Didn't we just say they were crap?
They're level 19.
I thought you wanted revenge.
I do want revenge.
Yeah, they're totally crap. They're
You're, I don't-
60% of our level.
I feel like you're not properly dedicated to vengeance here, Leah.
I don't have to kill them twice.
Yeah, you do.
Once is enough. Really?
Yeah, like we said, not dedicated enough to revenge.
Oh, for God's sake. There's one more soda for you upstairs.
Oh, it's I don't think I need the other soda. I've
Should your son be going to bed?
yes, he totally should. I've had a headache off and on.
Oh, I've got acetaminophen in my purse.
That's okay. I'll grab some Advil when I go up to tell my son that he should totally be in bed.
Come to the bush of death.
Come to the bush of death.
I'm gonna recycle your bottle. I'm a decent person. Look at me being a decent person.
Dead.
How dare you?
I'm a decent person too. I want them all dead. Kill them all, Josh.
Working on it.
You stole someone's dog, you deserve to die.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, he stole someone's dog.
I know it's more complicated than that.
That's important. The stealing someone's dog is a big deal to me. But those poor kids. If anything had gone wrong, like somebody they tried to rob would have just like killed them in the face.
Yeah.
Okay, so I looked at the upgrades, and you don't need silica for the upgrades, so I'm not sure what you need it for.
Well, you must need it for something.
Can you sell it?
Maybe.
This feels like a question for the internet.
I mean, he has a separate pocket for things to sell.
Oh, I don't know if did you turn the Minecraft server off?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I had still been fishing in there, so I wasn't sure. I figured you did for game night.
Well, yeah, because otherwise it would interfere with the stream.
And we can't have that.
By the way, I finished the giant power egg.
Did you?
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah,
wait to
it's
see
pretty
it.
impressive.
I'm still gonna
Thank you.
need you to help me with my fishing hut problem, Josh, but I can wait.
Yeah,
What's
I'm
the
trying to
problem with
figure
your
out
fishing hut?
what exactly you want done
We don't
with
have to
that.
talk about Minecraft on
Okay.
this. We'll figure it out, Josh. We're very smart people. And you solve all my technical woes.
To whatever extent that is. Alright, let's see here. So there's stuff over there. I wonder if I can get over there. Nope,
Looks
nope,
like you
nope.
can.
Yeah. Maybe?
That looked like a lip you could climb.
It did, but there's a bunch of things in the way that we can't climb.
I can never remember which.
No! I mean...
Wait, what? I can never remember, like, stalagmites and stalactites. Which one is which?
Stalactites are from the ceiling.
Yep, stalagmites are on the ground. Because
There must be a mnemonic for
there
that.
is.
Hold
Stalactites
tight, hold tight to the ceiling.
Yeah, hold tight to the ceiling, and the stalagmites might reach the roof.
Hold tight to the ceiling. Got it.
That's the one that works for me.
Yay, more crop swords.
Oh, hey.
Love how we just snuck in out of here with the dog, and then we just you missed one.
Yeah, he was not on my way.
He's out of the way. I'm going to poison your water.
Enjoy that.
Hope no one else is depending on this water supply. But I'm sure there's plenty of that in the desert.
You're not killing them all, Josh.
There's one left.
You're not killing them all,
We'll get it on
Josh.
the way out. Oh, these are all just weights.
Yeah.
Should we use those weights to get up there?
Oh, actually, yeah. So, which means I have to basically weigh this thing down so it doesn't move. What am I, 3 of these?
I would say that sounds about right.
Well, we had a puzzle like this before.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
Well,
side questing
a thing
of
that we
awesomeness.
thought was a puzzle, and it turned out just go into the other room and pick up the weight there.
Maybe you have to get it from here.
Maybe this is all pointless. And we could just climb up to the thing. No, that's it. Alright.
Seems like a good place to wait.
Is that it?
Okay.
Lame.
Sure. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to do this.
Lame-a-tude. I'm gonna meditate for 6 hours. You're taking a nap.
However
I'm
long it
meditating.
takes.
Does that just automatically progress until night?
Yeah.
All right, where is he?
Oh.
Still a kilometer away.
Might want to go that way?
What?
What?
Is there somewhere else to go?
Yeah, there's another thing over there.
Oh.
Nope, not what I wanted to do. Go.
Rage monkey.
Can you throw that eye?
Nope, needed higher. Okay.
How are you gonna get up to it?
Yeah, I think I have to throw that one. Okay, so I think, let's see here. Oh, there is one on there. Okay, so just
Take it off. Oh, pick it up.
That doesn't solve the problem.
Oh,
of how we're
no,
getting
actually, hang on.
Throw one on the left and one on the right.
Yeah.
This is an actual puzzle. How refreshing.
How refreshing.
Okay, so I weigh 3.
Mm-hmm.
So we should get 3 on each of them?
Yeah, that should work. There's one right there.
Holy crap, a puzzle.
That's it.
And that one guy.
Will appear at some point. Okay, so we got 3 on that one now.
Mm-hmm.
Once we get rid of one, it should...
Now, once we toss off all of these, then it'll raise us up.
Oh, does that mean we need 4, actually?
No. We can toss all of these off, and then...
But I still need 1 more to toss on that one.
Oh, you had 3 on there, don't you?
Yeah, but I weigh 3, so it'll just even out.
No, 3 outweighs you.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
because the
okay. You're
3
right.
is how we got up to the other place.
Yeah.
How do you know you weigh 3? Did you test this earlier?
Well, when we did the first thing.
Yeah.
There we go.
Dun dun dun.
Please tell me there's something cool in here. Oh.
There's flavor text. Also stuff.
Should I be reading this? H. The guards have been taken care of as we agreed. On the 3rd day after the full moon, they will find 3 bladders of wine to amuse them. It won't be long till they will be too drunk to care. Enter the tomb then. Do your job and deliver to my house the next day. Remember the power I wield. Mystic word there. And keep my name out of it. Even a whiff of this and my exalted position will be compromised. T. Exalt? Shouldn't have been exalted? Needed you to work on this game, Brad.
So. Hunter's bow and a drum. Hey, carbon crystals.
That's skill point?
Yep.
Right.
That's important.
It is.
Ancient writing in the Old Kingdom.
Something clicked. What was it? Oh. Oh wait, that was just the note though, wasn't it? Or is this something else?
No, that's something else.
Something else.
Ah! Silica. Okay, so I'm curious. Let's hear. No.
No silica
it's
there.
it's a thing. It's a resource. Huh.
Maybe it's a different kind of currency.
We haven't seen a way to use it yet. It's the strange thing.
2 ability points.
Yeah, you're close to 3 if you need that for anything.
I'm trying to remember. Smoke screen damage would be good.
It's like everything you have access to is 2, right? 2 or less.
Yeah. What's this?
What's the ultimate hunter?
Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, this?
Mm-hmm.
That's, it just increases damage. But you can take it multiple times.
Ah, that's just the thing to spend all of your skill points on once you've gotten everything else.
Ah, I think that's the one I want next.
Did you get it?
No, it's
Needs 3.
points.
It does need 3, okay. Well, what's his face is finally nearby.
Yeah, and as soon as I level.
Hi.
Hi.
You're waiting on me
Oh.
for anything, are you?
Nope.
No.
We were just
No, we
treasure
got here.
hunting.
Yeah, we did.
Solving a puzzle.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. I like puzzles.
It's a
It
pretty
was
simple
not
puzzle.
worth calling a
Yeah.
puzzle.
Oh, sad.
Remember the weights puzzle that we
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
was a puzzle and then wasn't?
Yeah.
This one actually kind of was. It was simple, but
Okay.
it was an actual, like, we had to think about an order of operations.
Okay.
Also, guys did not respond. So this guy has been, like, sitting here for 12 hours or so, like, why is everyone else dead? What do I do? I guess I'll just go to sleep.
And
Never wake up again.
Oh, well. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Why are you diving into poison water?
Well, one, it's not actually poison.
Oh, well, it will be in 3 weeks.
Okay. But because there's treasure on the other side.
Oh.
Given that it's apparently a stagnant pool, it's not great for drinking.
Yay, carbon crystal.
Anything else back there? Looks like there's more back there.
No, just a wall.
Oh.
Some poor dead dude.
Oh, well,
Got
that's
tied
a
up
thing.
here. That's
Technically, that is a thing.
technically, yeah.
We gotta go kill this guy.
Alright, well, we were waiting for him, but he doesn't seem to want to show up, so.
He's gotten a lot closer.
Has he?
Has he?
The
Wasn't it always around 800?
that's
No,
something else.
That's something else.
Yeah, it was okay. So yeah, he's nearby now. Did he sneak in past us or something?
Yeah.
Senno's like, do it your damn self.
It's a cave. You know I don't do caves. Who's
Is
this?
this dude? Might be this dude. Yep.
Oh, okay.
He's about to die like a bitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Coming to the bush of death.
Odysseus' notes. We'll be happy to see
Yay.
Why is everybody...
It's awfully quiet in the cave. Oh god!
I am satisfied.
Are you guys throwing me a surprise birthday? Oh no.
Oh no, wrong surprise. I don't like this surprise at all. No me gusta. Because ancient Egyptians spoke Spanish.
Well, sure. The language had to come from somewhere.
Blur, blur, blur.
That would hurt.
Well, I mean, he's on his feet.
If you slipped at all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. You would no longer have skin.
Probably not easy on your shoes either.
Yay, sand surfing. Hop, hop, hop. Horse! Get on the horse.
Fixed it. Killed everyone.
Hey! I bring good news.
My notes. Jesus, I can't believe it. I owe you my life.
That was a pretty long side quest.
Yeah.
Oh, but we made somebody happy. They seemed a decent guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're gone.
They won't bother you anymore. Stop bludgeoning people over the head now.
He's the thieves?
Easy, friend. There was a misunderstanding. Their hands were forced. And these kids need a safe passage back to Memphis, right?
Yes, to the house of Neth, with only other children.
I have not yet mapped out Memphis. It was supposed to be my next stop. Do you know the way?
No, they know their way around.
What luck. Come along.
Oh.
Memphis?
Ah, of course. Thank you.
I don't care. I like this guy.
Come visit us.
That's my kind of quest, man.
Yeah, all nice and tied up at the end.
Hey, you got an ability point.
Yay.
I was like, not only is it...
Come to Egypt, map the pyramids, get robbed within moments of setting foot into Giza.
Biontech.
Okay.
Well, it's not even just like... I mean... I feel good. Like, I feel
I
not
can
only
finally
like...
equip that spear.
I feel not only like we accomplished something, but like, I feel good about myself now.
Yeah, no, that was a really good quest.
We helped those kids. We stopped the bandits. We helped that guy who ended up being a decent guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, once he was done being upset about being robbed.
And like, those are the guys that hit him, and he's just like, you know what? They were kids. I believe you. Let's go to Memphis together.
Yep.
Showing that he is indeed a stand-up guy.
Yeah,
that was
Why are we
nice.
way down on health.
Because of the spear.
We lose 2/3 of our health and gain phenomenal cosmic power?
200% damage.
Alright, that's decent.
So, that's cursed. Gain 200% damage output, but his health is capped at 33%.
That better be a hell of an... I don't...
Plus, critical hit damage and adrenaline on kill.
I guess we'll see.
Try it out. We'll try
it out. We'll see how it is.
Yeah.
Spears tend to be pretty quick in my recollection
And
of it.
have nice big sweeping attacks.
So, I mean, this might not be as bad as it sounds. Or it might suck and we die instantly.
Or it might be exactly as bad as it sounds.
Only one way to find out.
How's that thing 100 meters below me?
I don't know, man. You're gonna run headfirst to a wall.
We're off
Apparently
the
we're
cliff.
going to go down into the pyramid. Or into the
Into the
Sphinx.
Sphinx. At some point. Although the Sphinx does not have a clear entrance at this time.
I don't think that's gonna stop us for very long.
Well, it might.
Yeah, we
It
climbed
might
up
be-
on top of it
Oh, wait.
earlier.
Okay.
Dreamstell. Here lies the statue of the great Khafre, the glorious, the respected one, under the protection of Ra. Memphis and the great cities adore his face and make great offerings to his Ka. One day, as the sun was high, Prince Tutmos traveled here and rested under its shadow. As he dreamed, the great god spoke to him. Watch me, son, for I am your father. I'm not even going to attempt that.
Khafre.
Yeah, that dude. Examine my body. Left
Or
for...
Maquette Khafre Ra'atum.
It's probably pretty close. Left for ruins like a dying person. The desert that I used to rule now defies me. Before all who live, I will grant you the crown when you have relieved me of my burden.
Huh.
What does that mean?
Do my stuff and you get to be king.
Climb on your face. I'll climb on your face. Oh, I can't climb all the way up on your face. Hey, look, it's got its nose.
That'll change.
Ooh, a fall might be dangerous.
Yeah, gotta watch that.
Hidden entrance.
Aha.
In the butt.
So one of the two openings in the body.
It's not that hidden, really.
Oops. That's not what I meant to do.
Yeah, but no one wanted to look at the butt. Who looks at butts?
You know,
Nope.
like thing? There we go.
You have to touch it just right.
That's what
Yes,
she
yes.
says.
We were all thinking it.
Dead end. Does not make sense. There must be a way.
Oh, there it is.
First, we burn all the spider webs.
Of course. Oh, looks like there's
Brad
a
does
way
not
out
have
right there.
spider nightmares.
Then we take all the stuff
Eh.
that's not ours. Then
The
we
webs
crawl
aren't the
through
scary
this thing.
thing. It's the things with legs. Yeah, those.
Lucas isn't scary.
What was across, Josh?
I can look in a minute. Yep. Let's see here.
That looks like we're gonna keep going.
Oh, that's not so bad. And I can get up this slope. Hang on, I'm just gonna like these. Like that.
Although it's about done time.
I know, that's why I'm just exploring this thing instead of doing something major.
So what lies deep up the Sphinx's butt?
The Sphinx's sphincter.
Find out next time.
Theoretically, we're through that already. Go
Oh,
for it, I'll
yeah.
come out the other end.
Now we're in the bowels.
Sexy.
Bowels.
Those aren't two things I would ever have grouped together.
No.
No. Not at all.
Why you gotta be that way?
'Cause it's funny.
No, now he's just gross.
Andre, don't kick shame.
What?
I didn't hear what he said.
I didn't hear it either.
Come on, Drea, something, something.
I said, don't kink shame.
No.
Yeah, Drea.
And I intelligently did not reply.
Uh-huh.
Come on. There we go.
Although now that reminds me of a horrible comic. Well, it's not. It's horrible in its silliness. It's not actually gross.
Uh-huh.
That Josh
Loot
shared
radar.
with me,
Oh, yeah.
which is Cookie Cat's Kink Corner.
Yeah.
So it's these two kind of chibi-ish characters, and there's a cat girl and a demon girl, and the cat girl's like, "Welcome to Cookie Cat's Kink Corner. I'm here with Demon Girls. Hi. And today we're going to talk about anal vor." And Demon Girl's like, "Nope." Nope, 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 nope. Cookie Cat goes, "Well, what crawled up your butt and died?" Nope, 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 nope. And that's the whole comic.
Thank goodness.
There were some torches to light that you
Yeah.
didn't actually light
Was there?
back there. Yeah. You passed right by them.
It's fine. We don't have to light every torch.
And-
Says you.
Yeah. But it's a series of comics like that, and they're all like that.
What
She
did I
wants to
miss?
discuss something ridiculous.
Wolf
If she's
comics.
not, she either wants to discuss something super weird that has everybody else going or she wants to discuss something more normal, but gets it wrong.
I see.
Like there's one about scissoring, and she starts chasing the person she's presenting with a pair of scissors, and the person she's presenting with is like, "That's not how it works."
I can't.
Let
like
it go.
these.
It's
Like-
fine. There's plenty of light.
What's
Oh,
this?
is this a...
It's a map.
It's a map. Ooh.
What is a
Like
map? Do we have to be here at a certain point at a certain time of day?
I think we can keep going to where 75 meters says.
Okay. Or is that just a nod to Indiana Jones?
Very possible.
A cat amulet.
Could be both.
Got all the treasure.
do we get down?
But there's still something 48 meters below us.
Alright, maybe it is something to look at then. When we came in, it looked like there were lights coming in from the ceiling.
Yeah.
We should look at those.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think this is
Yeah,
come back at a specific time.
Yep.
Well, I mean, are we just gonna... Are you sure?
Nope.
Look at the ceiling. Well, yeah, let's light all these, because it might be relevant.
I doubt it.
Well, I
Okay.
couldn't really get my torches to do it, but I've got this. Maybe this will work.
How many fire arrows do we have? It's quick
No,
as
that
zero.
would be convenient.
Can you back up and do it? You went right through.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Because
did.
it's not a target.
Okay, so we can't light those.
Look, there's circles around in the ceiling. I don't know if being here at a different time of day would help.
Well, we're here at... What time of day are we here?
I have no idea.
Oh, there are lots of circles.
Yeah, there are a ton of
Yes.
them all over the place. That
Oh, I know what it is!
means, are you lighting those as you find different
These are the
places?
constellations, yeah.
Okay.
So once we get all the constellations, this will probably open up or show us where we need to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, that you figured it out. There's no cliffhanger.
We figured it out!
You ruined the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Come back next time when we find out who dies.
Next.
So,
Everyone
A lot of
dies.
NPCs, basically. A lot of faceless mooks. Maybe a target or two.
They probably
Dang it, I spoiled it again.
Brad, you're terrible.
Finish it before we screw up a third time, Josh.
Okay, well, thanks so much for joining us yet again. We'll be back at some point. Well, we'll definitely be back next week, and then at some point for Sidetrack. So we'll see you guys later.